Take notes. I'm your personal trainer, not your personal chef. Student engagement, or disengagement, is a long-standing issue tackled by educators at all levels, but in higher education in particular, it is all the more important in the context of encouraging students to move towards more self-regulated learning. That is, where they actively control their own learning via cognitive and metacognitive strategies like planning, goal setting, and proactive monitoring, the ultimate goal for our lifelong learners, right? One barrier to their development, though, is a misunderstanding of how learning works. A concrete example of this lies in student study strategies, that there's a strong tendency to favour things like rereading and highlighting, even in the face of evidence that more effortful strategies like spaced practice and self-testing are vastly more effective. I think many educators would agree, even anecdotally, that there seems to be a widespread perception among students that they are passive receivers of knowledge, that it is enough, or it should be enough, to simply listen to the lectures and go to the tutorials in order to absorb what they need to learn. We know this is not the case. Active engagement with and deep processing of learning materials is critical for long-lasting knowledge building, but this is hard work, exercise for the brain, so to speak. Evidence from psychology research tells us that intention is the first important step towards a behavioral change. So what about a mindset shift to inspire that intention to take control? The way I approach this with my students starts with a hard truth. As educators, we are their personal trainer, not their personal chef. Through this metaphor, I hope to shift students' mindset towards acknowledging, or dare I hope embracing, the notion that learning is an intentional, effortful process, that there are desirable difficulties, and the aching cerebral muscles you have to show for it are evidence of growing strength. It's not something that can just be served up to you on a platter. See, we can take this metaphor a long way. It may be lame, and you do have to embrace the lameness, but it lays the groundwork for more serious discussions around self-regulated learning strategies and skill-building exercises that I can work in throughout my courses, contributing to students' development as active, autonomous learners.